Okay. Well, thank you and welcome again, everybody. And today's section, so our August section for this month is a beneficial one. We're going to be breaking down everything you need to do to start a business, or even if you've already started a business, I have fine tune your business. And today, our presenter is Mr. Al Mosley, and he is going to go through the how to do a business plan. And Al comes highly accredited. He actually works as a, what call yourself out here, marketing. You're just an expert in a lot of different fields.
You can say that.
I can, yes, I will say that.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to kind of come up here today and talk to you folks about how to start a business plan or even perfect your business plan. If that's something you're looking for.
Hello, I'm Al. Okay. So cool. So today my presentation is going to be on how to put a business plan together. Al Mosley and Keisha Sapel, who is my HR person for my company, and so she helped me put this presentation together because she has 40 years working for Lenovo before she started working for me, and so she knows a little bit more than I do. Also, just want to point out, celebrated a big 30 last week. I'm saying big 30 last week. Was supposed to go skydiving, but something happened with my car, and so ended up just going to Carowinds with the team. So that's pretty cool. But before we get into business plan, there's 3 things I need you to remember. 3 things you need to write down and burn in your brain. Don't tell the world about Don't tell the world about you unless you got that paperwork first. I don't even want you to post yourself on social media first unless your paperwork is in, because somebody can snatch your stuff just like that. They can snatch it up just like that. Don't do no business. Prime example would be Kim Kardashian, her skim line. That skim line was started by a man first. He had he was in the game, he was running, he was pushing it. All Kim Kardashian did was stole the name by the trademark, gave him a cease and desist, and that was it. He couldn't use it anymore. Now, poor boy is broke and homeless, and, trying to fight back against Kim, but you can't fight the Kardashians. But again, he was posting himself and didn't have all his paperwork together. Don't do no business unless you got that paperwork. Basically, just just don't do business unless you got it, and then don't do partnerships unless they have that paperwork. A prime example with that would be my company. Years back, we got sued by this company called Transmix, and basically it was like we got caught up in money laundering, but we didn't know that's what we were doing. We were just moving one money to another person. We thought we were doing a service, but then Transmix hit us up, was like, "Yo, who are y'all? Like y'all know y'all moving our money?" We were just talking to 2 random people. We assumed that, they knew about the company, but I guess we ain't never asked for no paperwork. I think that's what we fell in wrong to. We just thought we were doing a service. So now, we don't do no business with you unless you got that paperwork. So keep that in mind when doing your business plan. This is Keisha here. She's German. She's pretty cool people. She's been helping me for the past 7 years, getting all this together. These are most of the companies that I run. And so, she's helping me, get it all together, paperwork-wise and whatnot. I think if some of y'all were here last time, I broke down all the businesses that I run and do and stuff like that. Now, before we get into business planning, which is something that my company does, I try to help you guys break down brainstorming. Of course, everybody has like businesses and ideas and stuff they want to do, but their brain is so jumbled up. And so this is one of the steps that I walk my people through when doing stuff. You have step 1, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they may not even be just steps. They may be year 1 or year 2 or year 3 or phase 1, phase 2, or phase 3. And then here's an example of one person that I helped recently. She came here recently. Y'all might remember Simon. She has this company she calls Liberation is Lit. And basically, she's like, I don't know if y'all remember the show Reading Rainbow. Basically, that's what she wants to do. And so first, I gave her step 1. Diving into the world of video content is where most of your money is going to come from. Of course, you got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And then I said, copy the concept of Reading Rainbow. And then remembering you want to include commercials and other people's arts in your background. Maybe charge like $5 just to do that. And that's a small amount, but it's a start. And so that's the concept. The first part, step 1 is the concept. And so she's getting money, getting paid off of social media, which of course takes time. You have the concept of what you're doing, and you're charging people for commercials and maybe showing a background. Now, where you're getting that content from, then you go into the local libraries and elementary schools and whatnot, or YMCA. And so you're getting all of that content here. So you have the concept and the content. And then down here is where we start pushing you out, where you start putting money into ads, like Facebook ads, which I recommend for a lot of people. I always tell my the people that come my way, Instagram is where your broke circle is. Facebook is where the old people with the money at. So keep that in mind. And so you learn how to do Facebook ads. Facebook ads, when I made my first million in e-commerce, that's the thing that made us, like, you saw us. Facebook ads. So definitely learn how to do Facebook ads properly. Start ramping up maybe Amazon affiliate marketing, maybe selling some books off of Amazon. You don't need to build some, and here's the cool thing about it. When it comes to social media, you don't need to build some large cult following. Now, hear me out. There's two different ways now. There's influencer, and then once you have Facebook ads, you don't need to build some large cult following. That's what we did with e-commerce. Nobody knew who I was when I first started e-commerce. Because of Facebook ads, it pushed me out there in front of the people that genuinely was trying to buy my stuff. I'm not saying don't get 1 million followers and all of that, but Facebook ads is what helped us get where we needed to be. So now we got the concept, the content, how we're pushing it out there, getting it, seen by people. Then we got into step 4, or it could be year 4, phase 4, collaborating with other people. Now you're partnering with people, and now you're diving into other people's network now. And so definitely people are going to see you there. Step 5 is just remembering to stay consistent. And then step 6, when it comes to helping people in this area, people always seem to not forget why they're doing it, but start to feel a phase of, am I still in the right area? It never fails when I get to step 6. People always get confused. Do I still belong in this area? And so keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. This is kind of a way you can go by it. Any questions? Questions? Okay. Now, let's get into business planning. Businesses can help you, funding or bring other new business partnerships. Investors want to feel confident that they'll see a return on their investment. One thing I mentioned also in my other presentation is that my company is launching a venture capital firm in 2027. Right now, we have 16 million in that pot. 9 million generally just from us, and then we partnered with Blue Cross Blue Shield, who they didn't give us the money, but they gave us access to another 7 million. So once we launch that off, we'll be helping small businesses out there and all that. That's pretty cool. And so definitely we're going to want to see business plan. If we partner with you or you decide to come our way. There's no right or wrong way to write a business plan. What's important is that your plan meets your needs. That came from Keisha herself. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's 2 different types of business plans. You have traditional business plan and lean startup plan. The plans that I deal with the most, of course, are lean startup plans. The Preppy family, my company, is basically just based on helping small mom and pop shops or big, large companies that we work with as well, whichever one. But basically, we just help you get up off the ground. I ain't gonna read the whole paragraphs on all of this, but I'm gonna give you a little summary on each one of them. Traditional business plan. We have the executive summary, which briefly tells your reader what your company and why it will be successful. You have the company description, which talks about, your company, who you are, information about the company. Now, mind you, those 2 things are different. Keep that in mind. Company description, executive summary. Market analysis, just making sure, you're looking out, seeing who your competitors are. Organization and management, how your company will be structured, who's who and who's in charge. Service or product, just describing what your product is, what's the benefits of it. Marketing and sales. There's no single way to approach a marketing strategy. Marketing strategies are always evolving, always changing, so keep that in mind. Especially with social media, the way it is and how people's attentions are, it's always changing. So don't get too locked in your marketing strategy. Funding and request, of course, how you're asking for money, what are you going to do with it for the next 5 years? Financial projections, what's going to happen, how is your business going to sustain or stay stable? Go back to that one. So, in financial projections, one cool thing that my company found out was that when it comes to dealing with a venture capital firm, we get money from interest. And so that's pretty cool. And so because we're diving into SEC and all that in the third. And so one cool thing about us is that I'm not going to say we're not going to need money to do stuff, but because we've invested into the money and it's all in the SEC and all in the, I guess, how you properly say it, in the stock and all of that, my business is now going to thrive off of the interest that we get from the venture capital firm. So that's our financial projection, and that's how our business stays stable, or it's going to be stable in 2027. So keep something like that in mind. Then we have lean startup business plan. Basically the same thing, but we're starting off not with the executive summary, but we're starting off with our key partnerships, just like you see on Shark Tank. Before we invest in you, before we say, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? We want to know how many other people have their hand in your pocket. So that's the first thing you want. That's the first thing they want to know, and you see it straight off of Shark Tank. How many other people are in your pocket? Your key activities list the way your business will gain a competitive edge. Key resources, like what are your assets? What is your capital? How are you going to make this what it is? Your value proposition. Make a clear, compelling statement about your unique value your company brings to the market. Customer relationships. Describe what will make, how will you keep this life cycle of customers? Be specific when you name your target market. Your channels. What are the most effective channels you're going to use when it comes to getting your business out there? When it comes to my business, the top 3 things we use is Google AdWords, Facebook, and Pinterest. Those are the top 3 things that give us the most traction. So don't sleep on Pinterest now. And then last but not least, in the lean startup plan is revenue streams, explaining how you will get different multiple streams of revenue, especially when you're a lean startup business. Last but not least, if you don't feel like doing your business plan by yourself, and I'm not selling my company, but this is the exact website that we use when it comes to doing business plans for other people. You scan this, and they have thousands of business plans you can use for other people, and it's absolutely free. It's free. This is the exact same website that we use when it comes to helping other people. We just, kind of straighten it up. And they have thousands of different business plans and different templates, absolutely free. Check it out.